Bro, good game.
Yeah, it was. Two best teams in the league going at it. Gonna be one hell of a Stanley Cup final. Ooh, the confidence. There's a few teams looking to screw that up, though. The West is no joke. Oh, please. Who do I need to be afraid of? The Knights, for one? Yeah, defending champs. Guess I gotta give them credit. How about the Avalanche? Freaking McKinnon. Bro, exactly. McKinnon and Makar, just nuts. Pfft, but I like my odds. I feel like there's a team I'm forgetting. Oh, the Oilers? Oh, yeah, they are good again. Anybody else that you would mention? Nope, think that's it. Yeah, that's probably it. Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team that is a dub. I don't think we've seen this Bruins team this engaged. Like, comment, subscribe, nailed it. What are we talking about right now? This team didn't want this win. They needed it. I couldn't believe it. Even the third period where obviously the Jets are making a push. You'd expect it. They're a great team. It didn't matter. They bent, and then they pushed right back. I am so impressed by this team. And you can make 1,000 excuses. You can write off this win 100 different ways, and that's fine. That's your right to do as a fan. It was the ice, the injuries the Jets are suffering with, the travel for the Jets, whatever you want to say. You're right. But all I know is the Boston Bruins walked into that arena and absolutely throttled them. They throttled them. That was a tremendous win against a team that you could consider, at very least, the cream of the crop, right? The top tier of the top tiers right now. Like, that's bare minimum what you would consider that team is very, very, very good. That's a great win. That's a great win. And you know, I thought before this game that I was going to be full of piss and vinegar because of the way they beat the brakes off of us not too long ago. Exactly a month ago, I think. Just about that. But now, I mean, they're fun. They're fun to watch and they're fun to root for. They lead the league. Actually, now we do, but by points percentage, they were leading the league before this game. The team is fun as hell to watch. Nothing good has ever happened in Winnipeg, in the entire existence of Winnipeg. I don't know anything about the place, but I'm damn sure that's a fact. So they're fun to root for. They've got poopy special teams, just terrible. They are decent offensively, ranking 12th. And then, of course, they have Connor Hellebuck, who looks poised to take home the Vezina this year. I mean, obviously, there's a conversation about a couple of different guys, but his personal stats, a .927 save percentage, a 2.15 goals allowed average going into this one, and his team league-leading defense are outperforming really anyone else by a margin. They have the number one defense. Not tonight, though. There's a couple crazy things about it. First of all, the injuries. They've had the injury bug just like everyone else. They just got Kyle Connor back right in time to put Scheifele on the IR. And Velarde, I believe, is still at least day-to-day. I thought there was a chance he could play today, but it turns out that didn't work out. So they're missing 2/3 of their top line. That'll sting. Not to mention, through these injuries, they had gone 14 straight games allowing 2 or fewer goals. And also, they'd gone 34 straight games of allowing 3 or fewer goals. That's nuts. And also, over. That's done. We can stop talking about that streak. Why? What happened? I'll tell you what happened. The Boston Bruins. The lineups are as such. Marchand, Coyle, Pasta. JVR, Zaka, DeBrusk. Lauko, Geeky, Freddy. Heinen, Boquist, Patra. Not a lot of change there, but there is one. Grizz, McAvoy, Lindholm, Carlo, Forbort, Wotherspoon. Swayman gets a start. Wotherspoon takes over for Shattenkirk. For this one, he was solid once again. Patra as a winger was not good. He picked up his game a little bit when he had a few shifts at center. Boquist is doing a solid job. I'm not even mad at Boquist. Patra, fourth line right wing. That's not great. It doesn't make sense style-wise. If you want to bench him, whatever you want to do, fine. But that just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. We're going to move on, though, because I'm not going to be nitpicky about dumb stuff. This game is for first in the league, as I already mentioned. They were number 1 in point percentage. We were number 2. And then we swapped. But let's talk about this game, shall we? Puck drops! Why has this team suddenly gotten so good at scoring early on in games? What has changed? 2:20 in. It all starts with Geeky, who had a really good game. I've been all over his case different times this season. Had a really good game. Really nice play in the defensive zone to get the puck moving back the other way. It's going to continue into the offensive zone, and that third line just gets to work. The pressure they're putting together, they continue to retrieve pucks. Everybody on the team really was good about this, but the speed at which we've been attacking loose pucks in the offensive zone, past couple of games, so refreshing. Regardless, this whole play is going to come to its peak as a scrum in the slot, bodies everywhere. Geeky is going to retrieve a puck and just fling this high glove. Hellebuck makes the save, because of course he does, but it goes in and out of his glove. Freddie is right there to collect. Hellebuck's already on top of him. Quick pass across the crease to Lauco. Mr. Grapes buries that. It's 1-0. You can feel good about that. And then less than 2 minutes later, DeMello's first in 43 games. I know every fan base feels like they're the fan base that the guy gets the first goal to break the streak against and all that kind of stuff. But it does feel like it's the Bruins the most. And I'm biased. It is a brutal Marchand turnover, though, that makes this happen, as the puck is getting wrapped around the boards and he deflects it to the slot, to a Jets player. They're going to continue the possession, move the puck to DeMello on the right point, who's going to hammer this. But it's actually not DeMello's first, because even though we were all confused, it was Nemestikov who got the lightest of tips on it, allowing it to beat Swayman. I was surprised it went in. Everyone was surprised it went in. Nemestikov did get a piece of this. They changed it to his goal. It is 1-1. I pointed out like that because DeMello had a few things robbed from him this game. Not a good one for him. 9:50 left. Lindholm is going to go for cross-checking. We're going to the penalty kill. We kill it. And then with 1:30 left, another great forechecking shift by the top line. It's about 30 seconds in their zone. But the catalyst for this goal might be something that would have been really infuriating had the roles been switched. Pasta slashes DeMello. Now, DeMello does spend the next 45 seconds going like this. And So there's a little bit of okay, dude, we get it. You got slashed and they missed it. We get it. Pasta slashes him. It causes him to boot the puck towards the crease. It goes right through the crease. But Carlo, on the right wall, recovers. He chucks this up to, I want to say it was Lindholm, who hammers this on net, and Coyle gets the tip to beat Hellebuck, low blocker. So DeMello, so far, has gotten his first goal in 40-something games taken away, got slashed in the hand to create the turnover that then goes in the back of the net, giving him a big ol' -1. Not a great sequence for the lad. It's 2-1. And with 5.4 seconds left, McAvoy's going to go for slashing. We're going to go on the penalty kill, which we'll really have to kill to start the second, which we do. And then 2:28 into the second, Freddie's pulled down by Niederreiter. We're going to power play. No dice. And then 7:03 left. Boston spends over a minute straight in the offensive zone. I believe it was a minute 24 seconds, if I'm remembering correctly. It ends with DeMello cross-checking Coyle and us going to the power play. And it was a horribly disappointing power play because you had worked so hard just to create that opportunity, and you really didn't do anything with the power play at all. And so we sit at 2-1 going into the third. The first period was all Bruins. The second period was mostly Bruins, but not a lot of action happening. And it's still just awesome hockey. The shots are low at this point. Neither team has hit 20 shots through 2 periods. But it's just fundamentally tight checking, zero space, intense. It's a great hockey game. And the third period doesn't even blow it wide open. The Jets just start pushing right back. 54 seconds into the third, Swayman beans a ref with a puck. He's trying to fling it around the boards and just nails the ref. I'm bringing it up for one reason and one reason only. The ref's okay, I think. That was funny. That was really funny to me. Is that mean? 100%. But is it funny? Yeah, it's kind of funny. 7:32 left. Lauko tripped up by Niederreiter. Niederreiter back to the box. We're going to the power play. And with 23 seconds left of that power play, Lindholm, I know some people are saying, hey, it's kind of a soft call. Pasta's skating past Lindholm. There's a penalty killer coming too. And Lindholm makes contact with him. If he's that close to the guy with the puck, it's going to get called. Like every time. Either way, he's going to go for interference. It's 23 seconds 4v4, and then we're killing a penalty. During the 4v4, though, early on, we get possession. And we start pushing the puck up ice. And it's a geeky hustle play that even allows it to get out of our zone in the first place. Again, great game by him. And so he's going to dish this to DeBrusk, who's going to take the offensive zone. And the geeky's going to wrap around to the left wall. DeBrusk is going to fling it over to him, and Geeky goes, hey, I got a lane to the net. Might as well take it. Goes right in on Hellebuck. The save is made. The puck is punched back out towards that left circle. But DeBrusk followed the play. And he hard low glove. He hard low glove? What, is that a sentence? Sometimes I'm so dumb. Either way, it goes in the back of the net, so who cares about the smarts? That's a goal. It's 3-1. Jakey's on fire. 14 points. 14 games. Absolutely going nuclear right now when we needed him to. And that's going to be part of a point I'm going to make in a bit. It's also considered a shorthanded goal as the penalty had just expired. It also breaks the 14-game streak of allowing 2 or fewer goals. And with 2 minutes left, Hellebuck is going to get pulled. And Sway attempts a goalie goal, but it gets deflected, so we all get sad. And then shortly after that, Marchand gets the empty netter after both Coyle and Pasta were very selfless trying to get it to Marchand. It's 4-1. The Jets hadn't allowed 4 goals in 34 straight. So that's another streak broken. You love to see it. And that's your final score. That's a big dub. And you know what the first game note is? The first game note is we're 10-1-3 since the Christmas break. That's not bad. I'll take that. This team, remember when we lost 5 of 6 going into the Christmas break? I'm pretty sure it was 5 of 6. It was 4 or 5 or 5 of 6. And we didn't feel all that great. And we're like, okay, the team's kind of showing its colors. We've kind of been a 500 team for a month and a half there. And then we come out of that break 10-1-3 since. This team's good, man. It might not be like the best team in the league. I still think no one believes that. Yes, we are number 1 in the league, but it's a hard sell, and maybe we're just bitter from last year. I don't know. But we're a good team in a year where we were supposed to be retooling. You love to see it. It's another really good game by Wotherspoon. That's another game note. So just keep him around is kind of the point there. And the biggest game note, though, is I'm starting to really figure out why this offense is working. I still think we need another forward. I'm going to be very honest about that. I think we need another forward for defensive reasons as well. But that's a whole different conversation. We'll get into that in a different video. But the reason this offense is working so well is because it's like 2 really, really great players in Pasta and Marchand, and then just 10 dudes that belong in the NHL. That, like, naturally, not fringe NHL, like, these guys belong in the NHL. And every time someone goes cold, someone gets hot. If Geeky stops scoring, DeBrusk starts scoring. When Frederick started scoring, oh man, JVR went cold. It doesn't matter. Because some dude has a 6-game point streak, while one other guy went, oh yeah, I haven't had anything in the last 5 games. Yeah, but earlier, 2 weeks ago, you were on fire and this guy couldn't buy one. So when Pasta really hasn't been crushing it lately, it doesn't matter. Because we've got 4 other guys that are just hitting their stride. And guess what? They're going to fall off at some... If the whole team goes cold, it's a whole different conversation. But it really does feel like you just keep trading. And DeBrusk is on fire. Well, JVR stopped scoring. Frederick looks great. Heinen stopped finding the back of the net. Now, obviously, Heinen just had a hattie, but you know what I mean? It's working. It's working. Anyway, guys, that feels like a kind of easy, quick video, but This game was just low event, not super low event, but kind of low event-ish, and really good hockey. Really fun to watch. This team's doing so well, and we have the friggin' Hurricanes next. Oh boy, that's going to be a doozy. Go Bees! Go Bees! Thank you for watching, but of course, we've got to give a shout out to the low-quality YouTube channel members. Need a real name for that one of these days. Starting with the top line tier, the Atomic Lizard, Bradley Johnson, Brock Nope, Aaron Adams, Coach D, Just Aaron, Han Slomo, Darren Woodbury, Micro Sausage, Brett Arney, Pincent, Justin Barnard, and Nick Zatrullo. You guys are studs. And then we have our Stallions, Abraxion, Hailey E. Coyote, Joel, Jacob Pratt, Jason Ozzy Bruin Connolly, Tupton Detashi, Jonathan Harvey, DeKingery, The Only Newts, A Tasty Snack, Doots42, Bruin Smash, and Jeremy. Absolute legends. Thank you guys so much for your support, and go Bees.